am Rebecca and these are my reviews, and I have my Ipsy for the month of July. I like the bag. You know what's funny? I'm not gonna show you, but my toes are painted this exact color right now. I just thought that was funny. Anyway, okay, let's just get right into the bag. So, a couple of skincare products this month. This one is from Feel, and this is Restored. I have a face cleanser from Feel. It's Feel, I don't know, Renewed or something, and it's like a pumpkin something scrub. This one is a self-warming clay mask, and it is supposed to be pore opening and deeply cleansing. So I used this last night, and definitely when you put it on, it's like, oh yeah, that's warm. I can feel that heating up my face. It's kind of strange actually, but it doesn't get so hot that it's like, ow, that's burning my skin. And I don't know if I just got used to it or if it sort of faded after a while, but I don't know, I stopped noticing it after like, I don't know, 30 seconds or something. And then it doesn't dry down like a normal clay mask. It's actually more of like a mud mask, you know, where it just remains wet. It almost felt like it got more wet. It comes out really thick too, so you kind of have to, you know, pack it on. This isn't the kind of mask that you can get away with using a thin layer. You should really just pack it on and let it sit. But I did really like it. This is, I think, only my second item that I've gotten from this company, but the two items that I have, I actually really liked. I like this, and I love my scrubby cleanser thing. I use that one all the time. So that was exciting. This is from AHAVA. AHAVA, I was looking up, just did a quick little Google search, and their cruelty-free status is questionable. So it's an Israeli brand, and I think what happened was there was some sort of a political boycott, and then they were thinking about being bought out by a Chinese company. And so, but I couldn't find any specific details on it. So anyway, AHAVA, like I said, an Israeli company, and they are known for using mud and whatnot in their products. This one is an exfoliator, and I liked it. I actually really liked it. I used this before I used my little mask here, and it has a really nice texture to it. It's creamy. The bits in it are, you know, not too harsh or anything. It's definitely my kind of an exfoliator, so I did like it quite a lot. And then we have some makeup products. So this is from Manna Kadar, and this is, what's this, step 2? Polish? What? I did not notice that before. It is the Flawless Finish Dual Powder. So this is a tinted powder. You could use this as a powder foundation because it definitely has some pigment to it. I mean, you know, I put it on my face with nothing else on, and I was like, oh wow, I'm actually getting a fair amount of coverage with this. Like, you know, if I really wanted to, I could wear this on its own. And this color, it seems pretty bright in the pan, but it does actually work well for me. You could also dust this on as a setting powder. It works really well as that. You could also use this as an eyeshadow if you really wanted to, and I did do that today, and I liked the way it works. So it's very soft feeling. It's got a nice texture, a nice pigment. It definitely has a little bit of kickback in the pan. Can you kind of see? I don't know if you can see the little bits in there from me using it, but it's not a big deal. I've been liking using this, you know, like I said, I've used it as a finishing powder, as just an all over foundation type of a thing, and as an eyeshadow, and I think it works really well for all those things. So I'm definitely happy with that. Speaking of eyeshadow, I got a little eyeshadow pan from Ofra. I do like Ofra Cosmetics. This eyeshadow is a little bit strange, so I think that they gave me the wrong thing because this actually says syrup, and I have the color Exquisite, which is this shimmery charcoal color, I guess you could call it. So I feel like it shows up differently on my eyes than it does in the pan. So I am wearing it today, and let me zoom you in. Let me scooch up so you can see my eyes. Okay, so I do have it on my eyes today, and this is the only eyeshadow I used. Well, other than this. So I put this all over my lid as just a base, and then I used this all over. That's the only eyeshadow I have on, and then I have some eyeliner, which I'll show you in a second. So anyway, when I first put my finger in this, because that's what I always do, I put my finger in, right, and I'm like, ooh, fun color, and then I swiped it on the back of my hand, and I was like, oh, that's not very pigmented, is it? I mean, it's not bad, but it's definitely more of a gray, less than a charcoal black kind of a color. And the shimmer, I don't know, I guess I can kind of see it on my hand, but I feel like it's not really showing up on my eyes very well. It's just not super shimmery. It's more of just like a really nice dark gray color. And there's nothing wrong with that at all. Now, the first time using it, I felt like I was having a hard time picking up any pigment, but then as I continued to pack it on, I was like, okay, there's the color. Now it's coming out, definitely. It also, of course, depends on the type of brush you use. If you use a fluffy brush, you're going to get a very light gray. If you use a more dense brush, it'll show up darker. June and I both put it on today. I used it wet and dry. It works really nicely wet. I really like using it wet. It just gets really intense. I used it as a liner on her and it looked beautiful, just like this charcoal sparkly gray liner. That was beautiful. But you know, like I said, I really like the way that it turned out on my eyes today. So did you see that? I just like threw that across the room. What the heck? Okay, the eyeliner that I was talking about, this is from Sugar. This is Stroke of Genius Heavy Duty Kohl Pencil, and this is in the number 02 Purple Rain. I love me some purple eyeliner, and I love this eyeliner. Okay, so let's just look at the color. So pretty. So pretty, right? And then you can smudge it out so easily, and it almost looks like a fuchsia-y kind of a color, you know? So I put this on today. June and I were playing with makeup today. So I used it a couple different ways. So you can put it, like I just basically colored in my lid and then smudged it out with a brush, or you could use a finger like I did on my hand. And you can see it blends out so nicely. And I also used it as a liner, a nice sharp line that worked beautifully. It goes on so creamy, so creamy. You can barely feel it going on. It's so nice and it's pigmented. And then how I have it on my eyes right now is I just, you know, did an eyeliner and then I smudged it out, and I love the way that looks as well. So there's so many ways that you can use this. I also have this in my waterline. It goes on so nicely and it stays around. This is a very good quality eyeliner. I am so impressed and so in love with this. I love the color. I love the way that it feels. I love the longevity. I love the blendability. I got nothing but good things to say about this. I sharpened it and it sharpened really well. Oh, I pushed a little too hard, I think, when I was doing that. Also, it's 1,000 degrees in here right now and it's probably melting. But this, I'm telling you guys, it's just so pretty. See what I mean? And you can just deepen it up and it smudges so easily. Oh, I'm barely touching it. It's so beautiful, I love it. So anyway, that is my box. I'm really happy with everything that I got in it. I like the skincare products that I got, and the 3 makeup products that I got, I am absolutely in love with. So overall, I am super-duper happy with this month's box. Yay! All right, well, thank you guys so much for watching. Definitely make sure you're subscribed to my channel and look out for my BoxyCharm and my Ricky's Cult Crushes, which should be coming up soon, as well as all of my other unboxings and random videos. Let me know what sorts of videos you guys would like to see from me. Do you just like the unboxings, or do you want to see more makeup tutorials, or what do you want? What do you want, guys? Let me know. All right, well, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!